Hello, all. Very good morning and good evening for everyone who has joined from different parts of the globe. My name is Sunil, trustee and volunteer with IFSS. Warm welcome to everyone once again. So this is the third session of My Time. Wow. So we are in the season 3. And this is collectively organized by partner organizations named Omega Pyramid USA, Joyce Oneness Inclusive, Breath Universe Australia, PSSM Ignite, and Beat. So for this My Time series, we are coining this season as Swayam My Time. What is Swayam? So we have Sampath from Australia with us, an international meditation teacher, a spiritual master. So he is in the US currently. Good evening, Sampath.
Hey, Sunil. Nice to see you again.
Yeah. So please tell us about, yes, Sampath, you are.
Okay. Swayam means self, right? Swayam is a Sanskrit word which means self, right? Whatever we do in life is for our own self. Am I right, Sunil? Whatever you do,
yes,
we do it for our own happiness, right? But sometimes when we say ourselves, we actually don't know whether we are referring to our physical self or beyond the physical self. Actually, the whole of the physical system is being controlled by a lot of inner bodies. So if you get hold of your inner bodies, the physical life will be more meaningful and purposeful and successful, right? So every year we take out this time for ourselves in the name of my time to make sure we spend time with ourselves. Time is life. For example, you live here for 100 years. That 100 years of time is called life. Whatever you are giving time to, you're actually giving life, a certain part of life, right? And when whatever we do is for our own selves, why can't we give our time to ourselves to get hold of our own being and therefore all aspects of our doing, right? So the whole thing is dedicated to ourselves, and if you truly love someone, you give yourself, you give time to them, right? So in the same way, when you are attending my time, you are expressing your own self-love to yourself, and you are making yourself a better version of yourself. And we have seen in the past a lot of participants who have joined my time have shared a lot of transformational stories with us. And this is purely done out of love and service mindedness, where we, our team members, have always saw how much we personally get benefited at the end of 33 days. And the joy and love and friendship that we share with all the participants. So very happy to have the season 3. And thank you so much, all the IFSS team and all other partners who have become one team to have this 33 days transformational journey along with us. So I welcome everyone, and I congratulate everyone already for being part of this. Thank you very much, Sunil.
Thank you so much, Sampath, for elaborating and giving us the essence of why Swayam. Thank you so much. Let me also take this opportunity to invite Prithvi from Shambhala Solutions. She has been the backbone and a silent volunteer who has been there right from planning and execution. Welcome, Prithvi. Good morning. Can you please add your views and add more onto this program?
Yeah, as always, the 33 days program is very exciting because it's so much of happening. At the same time, we come here to meditate. So the whole point is to sit and meditate continuously for 33 days. So that's the complete importance that we are going to give. So I just wanted to share a quick information about a research that was done in Harvard Medical School So some of the researchers, they got interested, and they were wondering like how just sitting in silence can make a difference. So they just wanted to understand what really happens with our brain, and even if meditation can make a difference, how long will it take to see a visible significant change in the brain? So they wanted to check out this. So what they did is they asked few volunteers. They gathered few volunteers, and the volunteers were not any yogis or monks or something like that. They were ordinary people like you and me. So they asked these people, volunteers who were going through certain stress and job. They were having a lot of occupied jobs and all. So they got these volunteers, and some of them were just curious to know what will really happen. And they told that there's one thing that you need to commit for next 8 weeks, is that you need to give time for yourself for 30 minutes. That is all that we ask for. 30 minutes of time for yourself to meditate for 8 weeks. So everybody agreed. They started to meditate, and for their surprise, they were doing this, monitoring their scales of brains and all. And by the time of 30 days, like they completed 4 weeks, and by the end of 30 days, they could see that a significant change was happening in the major parts of their brain, especially the amygdala, which we call as fight or flight mode, which is responsible for the flight and flight mode. That was getting shrinked up. Like, it was becoming smaller in size, which is a stress related part of the brain. And then the hippocampus, which is related to learning, memory, and self awareness. This part of the brain was getting improved, like it was growing up. And then they also saw the part of the brain which is responsible for compassion, empathy, and emotional regulation. So, this part of the brain was firing up like anything which they had never seen before. So these parts of the brain were getting so activated, even the scientists were surprised that within just 30 days, giving 30 minutes of time to sit and meditate. They didn't do any fancy meditations. They just asked them to sit simply, observe the breath, and watch their thoughts. If there are any thoughts, just watch and come back to breath. They have to do nothing but be in the awareness of the breath. So it was a simple act. For 30 minutes, people saw tremendous changes, and the participants, the volunteers who got in this research, there was one mother of two kids. She expressed that she never knew there is a life which is also peaceful. She got to know that only after that 30 days. So it was such a inspiring research. Just 30 minutes of time in a day. Can't we give it for ourselves? Is a question. Now that science has proved, now we have got an opportunity to actually feel that experience with this 33 days of program. So I am excited to actually see that difference within me and with our participants as well. So I request all the participants to give the utmost importance to the practice and be regular. So a regular meditation can do wonders. So let's see what real magic will happen by the end of 33 days. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Prithvi, for bringing this up. So that actually sets the tone, actually. Thank you so much. Well, yes, so as Prithvi mentioned, as even Sampath mentioned, the essence is the practice. And this season, we are going to give more emphasis on this practice and clarifying our doubts. And we're going to have a wonderful time, my time. So let's now get into the meditation. So the format of this whole My Time series is going to be very simple. We all gather at 6 p.m., 6 a.m. India Standard Time. And we get into meditation for 40 minutes. And then we discuss the Q&A. We discuss the clarifications and take that discussion forward. All right. So this meditation that we all are going to do is one of the most simplest form of meditation technique called Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. This is discovered none other than the great Grandmaster Gautama Buddha. So Ana-Pana-Sati is in Pali language, and we'll split that term. Ana is ingoing breath. Apana is outgoing breath. Sati means being with the breath. So Ana-Pana-Sati, be with your free-flowing, ingoing and outgoing breath. This is the technique, and it is with this meditation, Buddha actually got enlightened. So the technique is very simple. The posture is also very simple. One of the most simplest technique you can even ever imagine. All we need to do is sit in a very comfortable place. You can choose any place of your choice, be sitting on a chair or a sofa or on the floor. In case you are sitting on the floor, you can cross your legs. If you're sitting on a chair or a sofa, you may cross your feet, clasp your fingers, just interlock these fingers and then place them on your lap. Close the eyes and observe the breath. It is good to keep the back straight, but in case if you are not comfortable, most probably in the initial stage, you might find a bit of trouble. So you can take support of the back, maybe lean towards the wall or keep a cushion on the back. Otherwise, you can just sit straight. In case you're drooping down, absolutely fine, because the very essence is to keep the body in the relaxed state and then keep observing the breath. So we have Sharath, meditation teacher from Hyderabad, who is going to guide us through this meditation. Hi, Sharath. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sunil. Good morning, masters. I know everybody are excited at the same time pleasant to be in this meditation session. So without much delay, let's begin getting into meditation. So let's take next 10 seconds. Next 10 seconds. I know you are in comfortable places. Find a place where you can sit, where you will not be disturbed, where you can cut down whatever visually, auditorily, any noise, anything. There is nothing urgent to do at this point in time. You have to be here wherever you are. Relax completely. Find a place. In next 10 seconds, find your best posture, your sitting posture or wherever we are. Find it, 10 seconds. Adjust yourself. Be comfortable. It should be Sthira Sukha Asana, right? Your spine can be straight, leveled, but it's not a big requirement. But you have to be comfortable so that in next 30-35 minutes, you will not be in discomfort. So let's take 10 seconds to find our best posture. You can dim your lights at this particular time, wherever you're sitting. You have to be absolutely relaxed. It will be my voice during the meditation, and there will be a light music, meditation music in the background to keep you in the meditative state so that our mind will not wander. So let's do it. Let's find our posture. 10 seconds. Start withdrawing from all the activities you have been doing. Hope you found your posture. Relax. Relaxation is very important. Smile a bit. Relax. Take out your specs. Clasp your fingers. You're going to get a lot of energy. Don't close your eyes yet. There will be a lot of background noise, or there may not be any background noise. In the same way, there could be thoughts coming in. They all come and go. Don't pay attention. No attention to anything other than your breath. Now slowly close your eyes, slowly, so that you don't trap light while closing your eyes. Feel relaxed. Close your eyes. Relax. There's nothing you have to do at this time. Everything is happening on its own. A distant sound from the background. Someone talking in the next room. A train running by the side of your home. All those things will happen. They will become slowly passive. They just happen. Relax. Now, observe very naturally the breathing which is happening on its own. We are not doing it. It is happening on its own. Especially after exhalation, inhalation starts on its own. Wonderful. Don't change your breath. Catch hold of that breath. At the point the inhalation starts on its own. And be with the breath. Fix your eyesight or gaze in between the eyebrows. Just fix it there. As you do this, feel relaxed. No stiffness in the body. Fix your gaze in between the eyebrows and don't move from there. Observe your natural, soft, and tender breath as it is. Give complete attention, focus to your breath. You will see all other things fade away. You become passive. Only breath in the foreground. Relax. Just be with your breath. Thoughts come and go. All the background things will assist you to go deeper into meditation. Keep looking in between the eyebrows. Don't move from there. Feel relaxed. It will be my voice and the light background music, which will keep us in this meditative state. Everything else around you will keep happening, moving. Don't pay attention. Pay attention to your breath only. Relax. Each breath will take you deeper into meditation. Don't recall anything. Do not analyze. Just be your breath. No imagination, no mantra to be recited. Just be with your breath. Your eyes and breath are calming down. Relax. There is nothing to do. Observe your breath. Come back to your breath. Don't feel good or bad. It is not shallow or deep. Just be your breath. Be in this state for next 10 minutes. Last 5 minutes. Be with your breath. Three more minutes in this state. Two more minutes, masters. Now music will fade away. Relax. Last 1 minute. 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Don't rush. Rub your palms together. Keep it on your eyelids. Do not open your eyes yet. Now, slowly open your eyes. Take time in every step in this practice of meditation. There is no rush. There is no hurry. Thank you so much, Masters, for meditating with me. Thank you so much. Over to you, Sunil. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharath. That was very peaceful. Thank you so much. Great. Let's give a few more moments for everyone to come out of their meditative state. All right. Thank you so much. Now, when I started meditation, I had a lot of questions. Why, how, what? So I'm sure many of you who are in the beginning or probably doing, in the advanced stage as well, you all will have questions. So please hold on to those questions. We are going to get into those questions very soon, in a few minutes. But before we get there, do you remember Prithvi mentioned about a research carried out by scientists where many participants had allowed themselves for 30 days, 30 minutes. So those is research. So we have amongst us individuals who have experienced all by themselves. So I would now like to invite Vikal Gupta, who has been ardently participating, practicing meditation ever since, I'm sure a few years. Vikal, I don't remember when, but then he will narrate that. So we have seen him transforming, and we would love to listen to his own experiences ever since he started this meditation journey. Welcome, Vikal. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Sunil, and good morning to everybody. I start with, with the deep gratitude to, all the masters and all the team member who has been the part of this journey for transforming me. And the big compliment, coming from you, Sunil, just now that you guys are seeing me transforming. I stopped getting any validation from anywhere, but, it's a good compliment for me. I feel personally that what transformation and all. So I'll not take much time just to start how I got into meditation. So 3 years ago type, I was struggling to do what is meditation, how to do meditation, and I was trying here and there, maybe in BKs or in Sadhguru or Shri here and there, but I never understood what is meditation is. And Sunil being my a friend and classmate in the I am Bangalore, once I was discussing with him how to do meditation and all. Then he said that he is associated with the Pyramid Valley, and they keep conducting a lot of classes and all. He shared a couple of links, but probably I ignored them and did not attend. But one 11 days class was there with Sai Sagar sir. He forwarded me some classes going. I attended that. There I really, learned what is meditation. Are we breathing correctly or not? Those kind of thing, and those are coming with the scientific logic and reason that started increasing my interest. Okay. Few days later, he said, we are going to start my time series. This is a 33 days program. It is going to be transforming. I said, okay, let me give it a try. And I started 33 days program, season 1, with the open mind. And it was kind of an experiment for me. Okay, let me see what happens. How it will, change me, or what I need, and what I'm lacking. Those kind of expectations. It started there. And I really don't know where from I got those energies and all, and I could complete first 33 days program without any break, all 33 days, and on camera with my video on, with the meditation. And after 10 or 11 days, as they always keep telling on the uh, season session here, that first 11 days are the kind of your consistency. You will learn what is meditation, how to do, and then you start observing what is happening. So from there my journey started, kind of a outward journey to inward journey. And it gives you a lot of challenges which I have gone through, but the story can continue. Then I attended season 2, and I've been kind enough that Sampath and team has called me that I expressed them I would like to volunteer, and I'm happy to be the part of the team and volunteering my whatever best I can do. So that is how the journey, and now the season 3. So if I just to summarize the what is the meaning of the transformation for me, if I look back and on myself, I used to be very reactive. And now I respond. I used to crave about and complaining about, and then I learned from the many wisdom sessions from my time, and other programs and all, and lot of change in me. And as Prithvi mentioned, that there's something happening in the brain, the size of that is reducing, and also I don't know what is happening there, but I feel personally lot of changes from reactive to response. I used to get very anxious. I used to get very irritated and upset with the actions of others. Then I learned that no, I have no control on them. I have to change myself. I have control on me. What can I do? And that meditation, along with that, that journey, from 15, 20 minutes, 30-minute meditation started. And last year I reached to stage, but I started doing an hour of meditation, sometime 2 hours, and then started attending the full moon meditation, even in the valley. And recently, this year in January, I did 10 days Vipassana also. So that is how my journey is, and the story can keep going long and long and long. But I have immense gratitude to all of you with my folded hand, that I see myself, and it's a complete transformation. That is all. In case of any question from anybody, I would love to answer that.
Wow, thank you so much, Vikal. That's really inspiring to hear from the horse's mouth, somebody who has actually gone through and then sharing those experiences. Very good. Thank you so much. And you have been inspiring us as well. It's motivating everyone. Well, thank you. So, dear friends, we'll run a quick poll to just capture few essence, just to understand where everyone is from their meditation journey. It's a quick 3-question poll, and let me launch this. We would request you to please give us your questions. I'm sure Prithvi, is this visible on your screen?
Yes, we can see that.
All right, thank you. There are just 3 quick questions. Please take a few seconds to answer them. This is just to basically understand we are generally. Yes, I can see people posting their answers. Yes, let them come in. Just a few seconds. All right, last 10 seconds. As of now, I see close to 50% have participated in the poll. Great. Great, thank you so much. There you go. That's the spread. All right, so let me end the poll now. Thank you so much. All right. So just close this window. Okay, thank you. Great. So let's now get into the Q&A section. Please feel free to ask questions. We have all the masters here who can respond to your questions. Any questions on the basics of meditation or anything related to meditation and spirituality, you may please feel free to raise your hand, or you can put your question in the chat and we'll pick them up and respond. So by the moment we get those questions from participants, I have a very fundamental question. Maybe Sharat can answer this. The time to meditate. You mentioned about 40 minutes, or the two things here. So one is, how long should you meditate, and at what time of the day is ideal to meditate?
Yeah, I think now let me answer this question. So ideally, the meditation actually starts with little bit of lot of interference with so many things happening. You will not immediately withdraw from what you are doing at that point in time, right? The general thing is like, as you start relaxing a bit, right? Then you continue for another 10 minutes. If you can be in that relaxed state for 10 minutes, cutting out the time you took to reach that is ideal. But the best measure is meditate as many minutes as your age. Suppose I am a 50-year-old, so I should meditate for 50 minutes. A child above 8 years can meditate for 10 minutes. A 25-year-old minimum in one sitting. So that is the general measure which is experimented across. So that should be the measure you should have. You sit for those many minutes, as much of your age. That is the best thing, right? If people can go beyond that, then whenever you meditate, when you start withdrawing from so many activities, your mental activity, you're somewhere, you slowly come and completely focus on your breath, there will be a time when you feel relaxed. Relaxed because you're not doing anything. The result of relaxation is because you're not doing anything. You're not analyzing, you're not recalling, you're not trying to memorize something, you're not saying good, bad, ugly, nothing. You're just making your mind not to do anything, just observe. Once that relaxation comes in, you will observe it's a feeling, right? And be in that relaxation, waiting as long as possible. That is for all experienced. And remember, in meditation, there is nothing to expect. There is nothing to, visualize or nothing, right? This will happen, that will happen. Just sit. Moment we start expecting, how many minutes ever you do, it won't help. So that is what I would like to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharath. And what time of the day is ideal to meditate, Sharath?
So meditation is when the best happens when you are freshly get up from your sleep, right, in the morning. That is the ideal time. Or when you are all done with your work and you are about to retire for the day. That is best time. Otherwise, whenever you can be away from whatever you're doing, the worldly works, right? That is also best time, right? But these are the two, at the beginning of your day, when you get up from sleep, the first thing if you can do is meditation is excellent because you're already naturally withdrawn from all the stuff, right? And when you are all done, when you are winding up everything, you have started the process of winding up at the end of the day, or maybe just before getting into sleep, meditate. Twice a day is excellent. And whenever you're sitting in your office at your desk, when you're not doing anything, you can close, and that keeps you in constant practice. After some time, it becomes a habit, and then every time is a good time whenever you can do and withdraw. That's what I would say.
Thank you, Sharath. Can I also request Sampath to add?
Thank you, Sharath. Thank you, Sunil. I just want to add from the basics that Patriji has given us. He has given us 9 gems, out of which, for the beginners, there are 4 basics. One is, he has given it in Telugu. First, I'll read out in Telugu and then translate. One is Samayame Sadhana, which means the time that you give is directly proportional to your, the quantity of practice. You can measure your practice in terms of time. So when you give time for meditation, you will sit for meditation, and what happens after you close your eyes, don't bother about it. So some people worry about whether I am doing meditation correctly or not, whether the progress is happening or not, these kind of questions. You just have to give certain time to meditation and make sure you close your eyes and be with your breath. Progress will eventually happen. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, when you sit for meditation, forget about everything else, forget about the results. You should be with your breath as if breath is your guru. Shwase guru, that's what Patriji said. Your breath is your guru, that's it. When guru is someone who you blindly trust. In Telugu, guri means trust. So whoever you trust is your guru. So in Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, you just blindly believe the breath and just be with the breath. That's all you need to do. And the third thing is, how will you know whether you are really progressing or not is, you will become more patient. For example, when you sit, you get some pains, you get unpleasant thoughts, and sometimes you get all kinds of resistance not to meditate or get up from meditation, open your eyes. If you observe even that and gently come back to breath, if you're able to do that, that's when you are going to progress in meditation. That is how your progress is measured in terms of patience. And fourth, the most important thing is anubhavame jnanam, which means whatever you experience is your knowledge. Suppose you sit with meditation with what Vikal Gupta has experienced. Maybe I'll also get that experience. Or you read some experience in some book, some miracle happening to someone. No, you will get into thoughts if you keep those things in mind. What you experience is your truth. Rest all is someone else's truth. So you have to make sure Your experience is the basis for whatever you conclude about your meditation. So all other experiences can inspire you, but when you sit for meditation, be with your breath, and what you experienced, that's your knowledge, whatever it is. The rest all is information. So you should know the difference between information and knowledge. So keep the information, it is very useful. It's like a Google map, download it, it will show you the path. That does not mean you have traveled the path. So you have to walk your path. That is called apodipo bhava. You have to, it's only you who will help in the path of meditation for you, in the path of enlightenment. Apodipo bhava is given by Buddha, be a light unto yourself. So you have to work for yourself. Nobody can make things easy for you. So the first sign is you are giving time. And when you give meditation time and you are sitting for it, you're just trying to be with your breath, because that is what is expected out of you, right? You just be with your breath. Cut the thoughts, keep coming back. That's all. Mind will settle down automatically. You will get into a stillness state, and a lot of things happen. You'll start getting understanding about what is energy, what is awareness, how you can slowly get control of everything. Last year, we started my time with Rashmi Nair's session on science of observation. She beautifully presented. And in that, she clearly mentioned, whatever you can observe, you can start getting control over it. So for example, your thoughts, you start observing your thoughts, you start getting control over your thoughts. Observation is the only tool. You observe your words, you observe your emotions, you observe your anger. The observation is practiced by being with the breath in this session, but that observation can be continued throughout the day in whatever you do in the non-meditative hours, so that you make this observation making difference to the rest of the life, not just the meditation time. That's all I wanted to add, Sunil. Thank you.
Thank you, Sampath. Thank you so much. We have Vasudevan from Chennai, who he has requested to ask. He is new to meditation. And yeah, Vasudevan.
Okay, good morning. So first of all, thank you for letting me to ask a question. Probably I'm very new to this meditation, so my question might be very basic and silly. Sorry for that. I know many experienced people are there. So I have two questions. One, at the beginning, like when you said you focus between your eyebrows, right? I mean, that was a start. Like I get headache when I start doing that. Like, I mean, is that normal? Because when I was sitting calmly, like just listening, to what you're saying, it is okay. And even for the half an hour or 30 minutes, if I have to sit quiet, closing my eyes is okay. But when I attempt to, focus, with the eyebrows or like whatever that part, which was asked to do, I'm getting headache. I don't know whether it's because of too early in the morning. I'm getting that because it's the first time I'm doing it. So is that normal? Okay, that is one. Because the focus isn't mandatory. And number two, on the music. I mean, when you say like music is played, okay, I'm not able to focus on the breath. I mean, I'm not able to hear anything. I can hear only the music. Okay, so I mean, I've seen people when they meditate, like, they sit in a very calm place. Calm place means like including no music. Like, so why we are having a music here, okay? And whether the focus is it mandatory? I mean, those two things I want to ask. And as a variation of the music, how do you keep track? Because when you say like, last 10 minutes, okay, last 5 minutes. So how do you, I mean, as a meditator, like, how do you keep track of it? Do you keep an alarm or it comes with practice? Because for me, everything looks the same, like, entire half an hour. And when they were saying like the music will fade away, I mean, instead of meditating, I'll just focus, okay, when the music is going to be fading away, like, so can you please help me to
Yeah,
understand
yeah. Let me take this question. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for asking this question. Very important question. Thank you, Vasudevan. Really, really very good question. So let me answer this question, right? So it is not a strict requirement that you have to look in between the eyebrows, but naturally in meditation, your breath and eyes have to calm down so that the mind's activity also calms down. very intimately, your mind's activity is linked with your breath. That's why we bring focus to a breath, right? So that
Yeah.
when you observe the breath, the mind will, it happens as you practice, right? And one day you may not know, you might get a glimpse of it, because your breath and mind are very intimately connected. That's why you focus on breath. As you observe, it calms down, your mind will also calm down. The second thing which you have to calm down is your eyes. When thoughts come, the first activity happens on your body, your breath gets altered naturally, and second thing which happens is your eye movement.
Okay.
Your eyes start moving as if you're looking at a movie. So some people are thought wise, right? So in order to arrest that mind activity, we say that keep focusing in between the eyebrows, nothing else. That is the main
Okay.
thing. But for you, because eye activities are muscular activity, everything is muscle, right? So when you start looking at your in between the eyebrows, it will naturally strain. So don't do that. So what you do is, which will naturally happen when you only observe your breath. So don't look at in between the eyebrows, right?
Okay. Okay.
Just observe your breath. To your wonder, you will see that your eyes will automatically lift and look in between the eyebrows automatically.
Okay. Okay.
The reason is your breath flow is like that, right? As breath is getting shallower, as you sleep also it gets deeper and shallower, it slowly moves like this, and slowly it will go like this. In that way your eyes will also move, because your complete focus on your breath, and you start looking in between the eyebrows. Some masters will do it, that is the best way to do. Some masters will look at the point between the eyebrows, and naturally, again, another wonder, that your attention will be on your breath automatically. So
Okay.
both are
Interlink.
interconnected. So
Okay.
for you, what I would suggest is, don't exercise your muscle to look in between the eyebrows. Just focus on your breath. Only breath focus. Remove everything else and look in between the eyebrows. Right. That is what I would say. Right.
Sure.
And what was the second question? I'm sorry.
On the music.
Yeah, music is because your that is a pleasantness, right? You are actually trying to any noise you are going to negate. It's a positive sound, and sound has a great impact on your mind, right?
Okay.
So we are surrounding your mind, which is prone to automatic activity, whatever,
Okay.
right? If you leave it, right?
Mhm.
So we are kind of making your mind, because your music is an excellent influencer on your mind. It will naturally make you calm. So this music which is in the background, if you alternate between breath and music, automatically your mind will settle down faster, right? But there is no need of that particular music. I agree to your point. There are calmer places, but music has a great impact on your mind to calm down,
Okay.
because music is a flow. Anywhere mind is in a flow, it will naturally relax. That's the reason why there will be a music, right?
Okay.
And as I said, for example, I've given an example. Now you're talking to me, right?
Yes.
Or now you're listening to me. Do you think there are no other noises anywhere besides your wherever you live? They
No,
are
there are.
happening. They
There
are
are.
happening, right? They are there,
Yes.
right? But
Yes.
why it is not disturbing you? Because it is automatically passive. They're just happening. You are allowing it to pass. No attention is being paid. You're only listening to me. In meditation also, whatever is happening around except your breath, if you focus is on particular breath, all other things will automatically passive. It will stop bothering you.
Okay.
It will automatically come down. If I say the music is fading away, by the time you are actually completely with your breath, all other things become passive. You will have awareness of it, but it will not bother you. It will be a
Mhm.
choice whether you get bothered or not. That's how it is. It comes by practice.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a good path. Yeah, I think I would request any other masters to add on to this. Thank you.
Finally,
Yeah.
sir, how do you keep track of the time? So when you say 30 minutes, and so you by your experience, of course, like it's 30 minutes, 25 minutes, etc. Suppose if I have to do it alone, so do I need to keep an alarm, or how does
No, no, I don't think you should keep any alarm. Don't give that dependency to your mind. Don't
Okay.
give that dependency. Sit calmly.
No,
I will tell you, right, automatically your mind will be, triggering every moment, get up, right, kind of stuff,
no,
right?
that's why, because like what happened, like,
Yeah.
sometimes I think like, I have meditated for 1 hour, but when I, look at my timer, it will be just 2 minutes. Okay. I know that looks so bigger. Like, that's why, like, I'm quite curious. Like, how do you like,
Yeah, the time is irrelevant. I would definitely request Sam here to add to this. I think there is an excellent way Sam explains, like, why we should not be bothered about time. So
okay.
request Sam to answer this question.
Yeah. Before I answer the question, I have a question for Vasudevan. What is the procedure to meditate that you understood from this session? What are the steps that you need to follow to get into meditation?
No, what I understood is that, like, probably sit in a calm place. I mean, without any external disturbances, preferably in a closed room, whatever it is. And then, like, then you gave some 10 seconds, like, sit in a comfortable posture, like, that is also to make your body comfortable, and then focus on your breath. Okay, so and then, like, probably follow the instructions. So and I was just closing my eyes. Only thing is, I was I wanted to very much ensure that, like, I don't open the eyes, like, until someone says me. So that's the
All
only
right.
thing.
And what are the things that are not supposed to be done? What are the don'ts?
Uh, Probably if there is a distraction of or some other thoughts, so try to bring it back to neutral phase. Like, don't allow that thoughts to wavering. So probably that's the thing.
Any other don'ts you remember?
Any other don'ts? So,
Okay, I'll quickly recap for the sake of everyone. Except for these instructions, don't take any other instructions seriously about meditation, because today Sharath has conducted. He'll be conducting from his experience. He has been meditating from 20 years, so he has a way of conducting meditation. Tomorrow I might. Day after tomorrow, maybe Sunil or Vikal, or everybody will have their own flavor, but stick to these basics. 1, sit comfortably, Sukhasana. 2, clasp your hands. 3, cross your feet. And 4th, most important, close your eyes. And 5th, start being with your natural breath. These are the do's. I repeat, sit comfortably, clasp your hands, cross your feet, close your eyes, be with your natural breath. These are the do's. And there are mainly 2 don'ts. Don't go with the thoughts. Okay, that's one thing. But don't fight with the thoughts as well. If thoughts do come, they are like passing clouds. You stick to the sky. Don't go with the clouds. Thoughts will come and go. Think that breath is sky. So be with the breath. So breath is always happening, sky is always there, right? So be with that which is always there. Okay. So keep continuing with the journey with breath. And no chanting or visualization, because whatever you chant or visualize is again an activity of the mind. So we are trying to get to a no thought state. So we are dropping everything that the mind is doing. So apart from this, any instructions, for example, what Sharath added today is focus in between eyebrows. There are so many meditation techniques which ask you to do that, but beginners find it difficult. And that's why Patriji never mentioned about focusing on the eyebrows. But at a later point of time, you realize that when mind and thoughts settle down, naturally the gaze comes and settle down here. So sometimes what we do is we ask them to focus here so that naturally mind comes and settles. But if that is not happening easily for you, don't follow that. That's one thing. And remember, easy is right. There should be always ease, peace. When you're meditating, we are not going for war. We are not going to achieve anything. We don't want to go to meditation with a sense of achievement. We have to keep attaining more peace, more stability, more joy. All those things will come on their own. We don't have to do anything to achieve them. Now, coming to the music part, there are so many other meditators who will have a lot of problem, a lot of unpleasant things happening in their life. So when they think, they feel negative about it, when a pleasant music is being played, their subconscious will not make them go through those unpleasant thoughts. That's why we always keep playing a pleasant music. And Osho, as Osho mentioned, the best way to get into silence is through music. So we use music. So if you are comfortable with no music, you can decrease the volume a bit, keep it very low and meditate. But here in this group, a lot of people might want music. But otherwise, when you are meditating alone, please do it without music and see how it is. Now, coming to keeping track of the time, you should. The meditation itself is a plane of no mind, and mind alone has time. Remember this. Mind and time work together, and no mind and timelessness work together. So we are switching from a time reality to a no time reality. That's why when you sit for 20 minutes, sometimes you feel it is half an hour, sometimes you feel it is only 5 minutes. When you're into no mind, mind cannot keep the track. So, but we are in the real world where you will get late to something if you don't get up on time. So you can always keep a timer or alarm, up to you. So I keep a timer, but if sometimes I get up even before the timer rings, sometimes I just put it off and sit for longer. So timer is just for the mind to know that okay, this much clock time has finished. Okay, so these are the things that I wanted to add. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sampath. Thank you, Sharath. Sampath, we have one more question by MKIK. The message was sent directly to me. How different is this from Isha Yoga or AOL or other major meditation type or anything unique?
I will not be doing any compare and contrast, but I can say that Ana-Pana-Sati given by Lord Gautam Buddha will never take any religious flavor to it. It is universal in nature. So the whole path of Buddha, again, don't confuse it to Buddhism. It is just a technique given by Gautam Buddha. You have a body, you have a mind, you have a breath. That's where you start. So the whole path of enlightenment is given in the form of those 8, steps by Buddha, where there is no scope for a belief, or you need not take anything from any religious kind of thing. So it's going to be universal in nature and scientific in nature. So we can compare Ana-Pana-Sati with many other things and list out big differences, but that's not going to help us. I can only talk about this technique. This is universal in nature, irrespective of whatever background, whatever religion, whatever age, whatever nationality or race, irrespective of whatever it is, you can start with Ana-Pana-Sati, and it holds good for everyone's practice. So that I can underline the uniqueness of breath meditation, which is Ana-Pana-Sati. Thank you.
Thank you, Sampath. Dr. Rajiv has posted a question in the chat. Is it important to get into and observe periods of thoughtless state during meditation to go into deeper state of meditation?
Periods of thoughtless state. When in a thoughtless state, there is nothing to observe. You can only observe something or some happening. If there is not even a thought, what can you observe? It is a pure state of shunya, thoughtlessness. There's nothing to observe there. So you don't even have to become aware of those gaps between the thoughts, which we call as thoughtless gaps. They happen naturally. So that is a state to be experienced when it happens, and a lot happens in that state. It is for that thoughtless state that we do all this meditation for, because that's where a lot of vacuum gets created. Stillness happens, and you will receive energy. A lot of awareness gets multiplied. Intuitionally a lot of things. All the benefits that you're going to get out of meditation are once you get into the thoughtless state, and that you will not get into that state with struggle or I want to get there kind of attitude. It's like water settling down. The waves of the water settle down if you try not to force them to settle down. You just have to keep observing. That's all, peacefully. So rest all It'll happen on its own. And please don't try to control your meditations much. Sitting for meditation itself is what you need to do. And just like how you sow the seed and leave everything to nature, give the time, sit with closed eyes, be with your breath, and let the magic happen. And magic happens. That's what we hear from the experiences. The reason why we are having experiences in this night time instead of topics and wisdom sharings by speakers is, Patriji said, share your experiences, because information is different, experience is different. Experience comes out with a lot of conviction. When Vikal Gupta comes and says, this small change I have seen. I used to react, I used to have anxiety, now I respond, I'm very joyful, peaceful. You just see the person saying it with so much of conviction. So experience is 1,000 times more powerful than a concept taken from internet or from a speaker. So we will continue to share experiences. And yeah, I answered your question, but I also wanted to underline why we are having experience sharing. So trust the experience of the people who have already tried meditation, and keep doing. 33 days is good enough time to experience a lot of beautiful things in meditation. Thanks, Sunil. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Sampath. Thank you so much. Well, please feel free to pour in your questions. We have 33 days. Don't mind if it is silly or simplest of questions. Please feel free to share. Everyone has gone through the journey. Wonderful. So let me invite, as I said in the beginning, we have this partner organizations who is behind the scenes, who has been supporting to launch this My Time, Swayam My Time program. Let me now invite Sharma sir from Omega Pyramid to speak a few words. Can someone please, yeah, Sharma sir, good evening.
Thank you, Sunil. I didn't expect you will call me. Yeah, so are you hearing any echo or any?
You're audible, sir. Fine. Perfect. It's perfect.
Okay, okay. Last time when we were doing 108 days meditation for Omega Pyramid, Hari sir from Australia, he said, Omega Pyramid is oneness mission. So I would like to say here today, the IFSS and Shambhala solutions, that is what exactly what they represent. They work as oneness mission, and with all inclusiveness with all the organizations. That is what they are doing right now. So I wanted to equate that oneness, Omega oneness to Shambhala and IFSS. And Omega Pyramid is a beautiful project that has been taken up. The Omega Pyramid is coming to give love and spread love, and with that love within us and spread love. That is what this pyramid is coming to spread the love to entire humanity, because that is what is lacking, and that is what the entire this world. There is so much of violence, so much of unease that is currently. So the more and more meditators come onto this Earth's plane, so it will become more and more peaceful. So this Omega Pyramid will play a huge role in bringing that to reality. And this pyramid is coming in Dallas area, USA, Texas. But this is a universal project. So it is everyone's project, everyone's pyramid. So let us all support this in whatever way we can. Thank you so much, Sunil. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sharma sir. Thank you so much for beautiful words. All right, let me now invite Shibu Nair from Joyce Inclusive. Yeah, here you go, Shibu.
Hey, thank you, Sunil. Morning, good evening, friends. Sunil, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, please go ahead.
I don't think I need to add a lot more after the oneness statement which Sharmas have just given, right? I think it speaks for all of us. Beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful to hear from everybody, all very, very dear friends, fellow truth seekers. Because, I mean, I was very inspired to hear from Vikal, right? 2 years ago when we started My Time Season 1, as he mentioned, he was a regular, sincere, serious seeker every single day. He might be sleeping at midnight, maybe 1 o'clock, doesn't matter. He'll show up, he'll be on camera, he'll be meditating, he'll be asking questions. He'll make sure that the speaker knows his stuff too. he'll ask the questions. And that seriousness and sincerity has paid off, right? Look at now, he's a teacher, he's sharing his experience. When he speaks, there is conviction. He's not reading somewhere and just telling something here, right? When his voice has the conviction. And so happy. I mean, as our team, all of us feel so much joy when this happens, when we see this. This is our reward. And so, yeah, I mean, the entire program, My Time, is a beautiful, beautiful offering. What happens these days is we are so much distracted every time, right? Even when we go to a trail or a park, we are still listening to a podcast. Something is running. We are always with something. Are we ever with our capital self, SELF, the self? Are we ever with the self? I don't think so. Because always we are checking something, our alarm is beeping, messages are going off. There's really no time for the self. Because habit has always been the distraction part of it. Something is always screaming for attention. Actually, we want it so that we don't have to be with the self. So this is a beautiful, beautiful opportunity which is presented by the volunteers with a lot of love. So let's use this. As Prithvi mentioned, as Sampath mentioned, Sharath, everybody mentioned, let's show up. That's all we need to do. Show up like Vikal did. Show up with sincerity, seriousness, and just be there. Don't expect anything. There is nothing to expect. There's nothing to become. We already are. Eastness is who we are. There is nothing to become, nothing to be who we are. There's nothing to achieve here, right? Just show up, and that's it. And one important thing, Prithvi gave a stat at the start, right? There's a lot of benefits. We'll keep hearing a lot of things. But again and again, Sampath mentioned one thing, information versus wisdom. We will hear a lot of information, but focus on the message, not on the messenger. Don't get enamored with any kind of speaker. Just focus on the message, the words, and that give it the respect. Don't believe, don't disbelieve, because either ways, the whole message is lost. Just focus on the message. That message is a possibility, because that is a possibility. If it is not yet us, it becomes a possibility. Let's use that. Let's use that, try it out, give a fair chance. Because again, as Sunil would say, this is IFSS. This is spiritual scientific platform, right? Let's be scientific about it. Every single word, everything which comes to us, let's absorb it. Let's give it a fair chance and see what goes, right? There's nothing to achieve. It's the whole path is remembrance. There's nothing to become. There is nothing to do. There's nothing to be something. So let's enjoy this journey. And again, very, very excited, just like all of us. Thank you so much, Sunil. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Shibu. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yet another partner is Breath Universe from Australia. It's a peak working day for Halian team. So I'm not really sure if there is somebody who can represent Breath Universe. If there's anyone. I couldn't find anyone. Okay, so on behalf of Breath Universe, Hari has always been there behind the scenes, on and off, always there to support programs like this. So he has conveyed his message. So I'm sure during the weekends we'll see Hari more often and help us, help share his wisdom. So a big thank you and gratitude to Breath Universe from Australia. Let me now invite representation from PSSM Ignite. Is Naresh on the call?
We have Aruna. We have Aruna.
Aruna. Okay. Hi, Aruna. Good evening.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Namaste. Good morning for the masters in India and good evening in other places. Well, I hope you all had beautiful meditation. I really enjoyed it. And in India, it's 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. That's just the right time to start your day with this beautiful community where we all are like-minded on this spiritual journey. Okay, so we'll be meeting every day until the 33 days. And by the end of this 33-day journey, let's see how the transformation shows up in us. Let's keep observing ourselves. And we would love to hear the stories of your own transformations at the end of the session on 33rd day. So here I'm representing PSSM Ignite today. Well, it is a wing of PSSM, I would say. It is to empower every meditator and volunteer with this 21st century tech expertise so that the message of meditation, the vision that Patriji always carried, that he had for PSSM, Shakahara Jagath, Dhyana Jagath, and Pyramid Jagath, this would be carried out every corner of the globe through PSSM Ignite. And what is PSSM Ignite doing how is it going to carry this out? Is by providing technical trainings to all the meditators and volunteers. Could be any spiritual organization, not just PSSM. So with this great mission, we are moving forward. So let's say if every time a seeker discovers meditation through a reel that you have edited, or probably could be a post or a live stream that you have managed, there could be a seeker through any corner of the world. His life gets transformed. Could be any small message that reaches his heart. So by upskilling ourselves, we multiply the movement's reach without, depending on any other external agencies or by paying big budgets. So this is how we are going to digitally transform the reach or multiply the reach of our mission. And yes, hi, I have a message in the chat. Okay, so that's about it. Wish you all a happy journey. Let's all meditate together. Thank you.
Thank you, Aruna. Thank you, PSSM Ignite. Thank you so much for supporting and being there. Let me invite Purna Chandar. Unmute. Yeah. Yes. Hi, Purna. Good evening.
Good evening, Sunil. Good morning. Good evening. Namaste to everyone. Very happy to be here. It's my first time attending the My Time session. And thank you to start with my gratitude to Patri sir and Sampath to be introduced to this beautiful world of pyramid meditators. I've done meditation in the past, but it's different. It's entirely different when we talk about pyramid meditation. Having said that, I've been meditating for not too long, 5 years, but very happy to see and listen to all the experiences, especially Vikal sir. Very modest, very heartfelt experience sharing. Thank you so much, sir. And it was a beautiful meditation session to start with. Day one was excellent. It was very deep. Very deep. Thank you, Sharat sir. So here I am. I'm representing BEAT, Breath Awareness Energy Transformation, which is a front line or a tagline of PSSM corporate wing that we soft launched last year here in the USA. I know there has been some efforts across the country, across the globe, I would say, right? India and different countries, where for the vision of Patri sir that meditation, nothing but just meditation, need to go into the corporate world, which needs the most at this age and hour. So simple fundamental thought is just spread meditation not just to the common people but also to the corporate employees who go through lots of ups and downs and highs and lows in a day-to-day basis. Most of us come from corporate or somehow related to corporate environment. Simple. Here it is again. We launched this PSSM corporate wing last year here in the presence of so it so happened Patri, as we all know, where Patri, myself, Sampath, Suresh sir from PVI. So we happen to be we were taking some leads in different roles for this effort, but absolutely it's everybody's effort again, right? So simple fundamental tagline is let's meditate. We're trying to take meditation to the corporate world, to every employee, all the way from the janitor to the executives, and make this a harmonious workplace. First of all, strike the balance between their work and peace and and lives. And as every master says, it starts with ourselves, right? So the journey starts with one person, then it spreads to multiple people, society, community, state, city, country, world. So let's just make it a beautiful place with what we know and what we've been taught. That's all I have to say. And thank you so much for giving this opportunity. And look forward, going through this 33 meditation journey. And I'm sure it's going to be very exciting. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Purna. Thank you so much, Beat, for being part of this journey and helping us. Wonderful. Wow. So those are the partner organizations, Omega Pyramid, Joyce, Breath Universe, PSSM Ignite, and Beat, who along with IFSS is bringing you this My Time program. I think there's a question posted by somebody named Manjula. So what
we have Nikhil from PIMA. Those are not the partners. PIMA is the youth wing of PSSM. Let's hear from him. Sorry, friends. Today is the only day where we are giving a lot of importance to all the partners. In the last day, we all will speak again. But from tomorrow, it will be just meditation, experience, and wisdom and the doubts. So we'll be going strictly into it. This is a formal start, so we are taking more time today. But from tomorrow, it's purely sadhana and the knowledge and the doubt clarification. So last but not least, Nikhil, I request you to please.
Thank you, Sampath. Thank you, Sunil. It's really thankful to Sampath for making me part of such a wonderful community, spiritual community. And glad to be here because when we are into spiritual practice, especially we need a community like this, because sometimes we feel alone in this journey. We get so many doubts. We get to know some people. When we get to know about this journey and this community, we feel like something is supporting to us in this journey. So I think being part of this community is really it's good to have this kind of community. When we hear to people like Vikal Gupta sir, I could really hear some great transformation speaking today. So I could relate to myself some years back when I was going through all these changes in meditation. I could relate to what he was speaking. Thankful for that. And most importantly, this session, my time, is all about sadhana, practice. Because when we are doing so many things outside in the physical world, either it may be the physical activities or the spiritual activities, it's all about energy at the end of the day. So the kind of energy that we are carrying outside is what reflecting and manifesting outside. So sadhana is very important in such to every one of us when we are doing so many activities as spiritual activities or physical activities, anything maybe. So we think that anything that is happening, manifesting outside, is only the energy that we are reflecting outside. So sadhana is very important, and keeping a perfect time, being in this kind of community for doing a practice, I really feel like very important for all of us. So thankful for all the team for initiating this my time, and I'll definitely be part of all this journey along with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikhil. So that's Nikhil from Paima. Thank you so much. Well, I think we have covered most of it. I can see a question posted by Manjula, and I assume that was directed to Purna when he mentioned about corporate meditation. I think we can take that.
I can take that question. So we can get in touch with Manjula madam. There are more than one organizations who are trying to take meditation to corporates within PSSM. So we work together. We share a lot of resources. We can definitely help you, Manjula ji. Please get in touch with Sunil, and Sunil will connect you to the right people. So we'll take it ahead offline. Thank you so much. And Sunil, before I give it over to you, I just want to underline one word called rediscover. A lot of people think that Buddha got enlightened in that lifetime, where we know him as Siddhartha Gautama. Actually, he was an enlightened soul even before that. The purpose of he taking birth as Siddhartha Gautama and becoming Buddha, that particular lifetime, he did not discover meditation, he rediscovered meditation. There are various paths to enlightenment, but he rediscovered a path which suits all. So you understand, you can have your own way to reach a particular destination, but he gave a highway where everybody can take it and reach the destination. So we are using that technique, which was rediscovered by Buddha, to rediscover ourselves. So let's utilize these 33 days. And by Yoga Day, yoga means union, which is June 21st, June 21st, International Day of Yoga. Let's have a stronger union with our own selves. That's the whole point why we end this program on 21st June. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sunil. Over to you.
Thank you, Sampath. Well, that was the right apt closing statement. All right, friends. So we conclude the day 1 of 33-day program. Let's regroup tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. India time, and we will take this journey forward from there. I thank once again to all the partner organizations to pour in their energies and support in getting this program executed. Thank you all the participants to join. It's a great privilege to be hosting you all, and the pleasure is all ours. Thank you so much once again. See you all tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. IST. Bye-bye.
I just wanna freeze this moment and stare at you. A smile, a touch, and stolen glances. Wanna say what's in my heart for you. Tata Coffee Grand, now in cold coffee.
With this collective experience of the visuals and sound, the Bravia TV experience reassures me at every stage. Cut! With Bravia, cinema is coming home.